What's up, guys? Welcome back to 2BeersIn. Today is June 27th. This week it's been a big week in NBA free agency. We had the NBA draft last week on Thursday. Yeah. Obviously, big news.
Honestly, this offseason has been great to us.
Yeah.
For the last 2 weeks, we've been like, man, it's dry season. We have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, it's been
the NBA free agency has been keeping us alive.
It's been really exciting so far.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks with all the free agents going on, NBA draft. There's been a lot going on. So
yeah NBA Finals ended, and we were a little worried after the NBA Finals. Like, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
But we have a lot to talk about today.
NBA teams have been going crazy in this free agency, so it's keeping us up.
I think as just sports continue to grow and more people become sports fans, it puts pressures on teams to win now, and so the offseason has become more and more entertaining.
Yeah,
because like no one's not going to make a trade this offseason. Yeah. Everyone's doing something. Everyone wants to win. You have the pressure from the. I mean, what NBA team doesn't have a big fan base? What NFL? Everyone has fans.
They've really grown into an area where it's no longer where you just play with the same guys for 10 years and try and win a ring. It's
very
playing
with
new people every year.
Yeah.
It's you're going to bring in people, you're going to send people out, even if they're big names. Like if you think you can get someone better, you're going to try to get someone better.
There's really no. It's become a business. Like it's truly become a business.
It is. It's nothing with loyalty.
Yeah,
anymore.
More than ever, it's become a business. So.
Yeah, Grizzlies, Nuggets, and Celtics. Yeah. I think Celtics get the best end of this deal with Kristaps. Sure. I mean, I still think he could be a great center, especially in a team where they have Al Horford as their best center. I mean, Al Horford. Great player. Love Al Horford, but he's 37, 38 now.
He's getting old. And he's a big guy too.
He's a big guy. Yeah. It's a lot harder to play as a big man that old.
Yeah.
And so I mean, love Al Horford, great NBA player, but you need a younger player, all-star level player.
Yeah. You have two really good centers now too.
Yeah.
And contrasting styles.
Yeah.
Very different players, so that's going to be really fun to see how the Celtics use that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I mean, Al Horford is kind of a stretch center in a way, but he's more.
I mean, he can knock down.
Yeah, he can knock down threes. Knock down. He's a lot more traditional as compared to Kristaps.
Yeah,
Kristaps is he was one of the first guys that came in the league, and it was like, oh shit, center shooting threes, all this stuff. So it's going to be fun to see how they do with Kristaps.
Yeah, I wonder what this is going to do with Celtics rotation. Yeah. I wonder if Horford.
Is a bench guy now?
Yeah, he definitely comes off the bench.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I don't know. They also still have Grant Williams.
Yeah.
They also still have.
I don't think the Celtics are done though.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that we see more trades.
I think Kristaps makes them. Oh, you see more trades coming out.
I think that they're going to alter the roster a little more.
Okay. Who do you think leaves next from the Celtics then?
Maybe Grant Williams.
Really?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, because you have those. I mean, you have two really good big men there with Kristaps and.
You got three. Grant Williams is still a very good player.
Yeah, but I mean, what can you get? I think. Outside of the main 4 or 5, obviously like Jaylen Brown, and I don't know about Jaylen Brown even. I think that there's potential there that something could happen. But Jaylen Brown,
Celtics fans were very mad at him after the playoffs.
Yeah, so you don't know how the front office is feeling about Jaylen Brown now, but I would think he's probably off limits. We'll see. But Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Kristaps, all those guys, I think that's your core right now if you're the Celtics. But I think that they're going to at least see what they can get for Grant Williams. Or somebody else. I think that I don't think they're done yet this offseason. I think the Celtics really want to win a championship.
I do too.
They've been so close.
They've been so close for
2 years in a row.
Honestly, like 4 years now.
Yeah.
Because it was like Tatum's sophomore year. They made it to Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals since LeBron left the East. The Celtics have been dangerously close.
Yes,
and especially the last 2 seasons.
And they've made a couple finals now. They just haven't been able to put it all together.
I would argue that the finals would have been more competitive with the Celtics. Even though
I think it's a better matchup.
Yeah, it's a better matchup.
It's a much tougher matchup with Celtics versus Nuggets.
They have more offense to counter what the Nuggets were able to do. So I think it would have been a better series. But.
And also Celtics, I mean, they're showing they're not afraid to move around people that are. I mean, Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart's been there his whole career.
He's been there his whole career. I mean, this season he wasn't looking like the player he was a couple of years ago. I will say that he didn't have the season he had the last couple of years.
It's just
but he's still a great defender.
Yeah.
And a great guard in the league. He's still a top 10 guard in the league.
He gets streaky on offense too.
Yeah.
That's his biggest problem is he's streaky, but he sometimes Marcus Smart will go off. And
he's not a top 10 guard in the league. I'm going to take that back real quick. He's not a top 10 guard.
He's not top 10.
No, he's not a top 10 guard.
It was a
but he's still
from last week.
He's still a top. He's a starting guard in the league for sure.
Yeah, he's a starting guard, and he may not be a top 10 overall guard, but as far as two-way guards. He probably is top 5.
Oh, yeah. As a two-way guard, for sure.
Overall, he's great defensively. Yeah, I honestly I think that you said the Celtics got the best end of this. I think that for immediate impact, I think that this helps the Grizzlies tremendously because
You think so?
As of right now, I think it gets appealed. We talked about this last week. I think that Jaws suspension gets appealed. It's probably going to be more like 18 games.
Yeah,
that's still 18 games without one of the best players, a top 3 player in the league, and now you have Marcus Smart there to kind of help things, to kind of keep them afloat.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
I think that this gets the Celtics closer to a championship. I think that this keeps the Grizzlies like afloat for 25
games.
It
keeps them from falling behind. I don't think it brings them forward too much.
No.
Because
whenever you have Jaw back.
Yeah, when you have Jaw back, but then even then you're still going to be playing small. You're play guard ball. You're play guard basketball.
But you got who Dylan Brooks thought he was.
Yeah.
So now who Dylan Brooks thought he was, you actually have that now with Marcus Smart. You have a guy that is. Dylan Brooks thought he was Marcus Smart or Draymond Green or Pat Beverly. Now you actually have that kind of guy on your team. And you got a guy that, Marcus Smart's kind of a shithead, but he's not really a distraction.
Yeah, he's not. He's a little asshole, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he's not a distraction.
He's not going to be a distraction,
Brooks, you could argue Dylan Brooks maybe
he was definitely being a distraction.
Yeah, I would say he maybe lost.
He's trying to big up his personality.
Yeah. And I think that he got them out of the playoffs with, he pissed off LeBron, and that was pretty much it. So
it was not a good.
No,
just not a good idea.
Yeah, no. Marcus Smart, I feel like can say those kind of things and get away with it because he has the.
But also, Marcus Smart is smart enough to not say those things.
Yeah,
it's in his name, man. He's smart.
Yeah, he's smart. Yeah.
Also, wait, real quick about Marcus Smart.
Yeah,
he has taken the exact same career path. As Tony Allen right now.
The grindfather. Both played at Oklahoma State. Played for the Celtics.
Drafted by the Celtics.
Yeah, drafted by the Celtics.
And then moved to Tennessee.
Memphis. After 9 seasons in the league. Both played in the finals with Boston, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've taken a very similar trajectory in their career.
They're very similar players, too. Both defensive guards.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of, that's the simulation.
Yeah. It's like the thing with the Rockets, Wizards and Clippers going through the same 3-point guards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the simulation is
just tweaking a little bit.
Yeah. So, we have a little glitch in the simulation here.
Yeah.
But, we also, Tyus Jones was also part of that trade. He went to the Wizards. Tyus Jones is a quality basketball player. He's not helping the Wizards this year.
No.
Yeah, so not a lot to talk about there.
Yeah,
but,
I have absolutely no faith in the Wizards now.
Yeah, no.
Even with Beal gone, you got Kuzma as your star player.
Yeah. They fucked
you
up
don't
their
even have
first round
Porzingis
draft
anymore.
too.
Yeah, it's looking rough for them. NBA draft.
Yeah.
Wemby went 1.
We obviously,
everyone knew Wemby was going 1. Little surprise, Scoot all year. For literally 9 months of the year, Scoot was going 2. Yeah. Scoot was going 2 for 9 months. And then 2 months before the draft, it's reported Brandon Miller's going 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he went 2 instead of Scoot, which honestly makes more sense for the Hornets. I feel like you already have LaMelo Ball. You don't need another guard.
Right.
You got Terry Rozier as well.
Yeah.
Like they didn't need another guard.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. It's just gonna fuck with their rotation.
Right.
So it made sense that they took Brandon Miller. But honestly, the Hornets might be the big winners of this draft. They got Brandon Miller, Nick Smith Jr., and Amari Bailey. Yes. The Hornets had a great draft. I feel like Amari Bailey's not going to be a star in the league right away. So you're taking a guard in the second round, late guard who could pan out to be a great player. He was projected to be lottery coming out of high school.
Yeah, I think Nick Smith could be the steal of the draft.
Yeah, he went at 27.
Yeah,
and going into the year, he was number 1 ranked out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he just dealt with knee injuries and some off-court stuff with Alabama.
Didn't have a great last season.
Yeah,
but definitely has the potential to be a really good player.
Has the potential to be a great
athletic
player.
Freak.
And
big guard.
And we've seen that Brandon Miller can do it. I mean, he was balling at Bama last year. And
for sure.
He's a very scary player. So the Hornets might be good, but also they're known to fuck it up. So
they are,
they're known to fuck it up.
Yeah, because, if you look at it, it's like this in every sport. It's so hard to fathom that the same teams end up with a top 5 pick every year and just continue to suck. That is the weirdest anomaly in sports. It just continues to happen.
And that all comes down to the GMs and the front office and the head coach.
I'm sorry to say, but the Lions have had like the number 1 pick for 20 years. These teams just can't get it. Same thing with Cleveland or the Jets or Charlotte, whoever.
Yeah.
NBA, it just happens every year, and it's like, how do these teams not get better? But I think that Charlotte might have actually hit the nail on the head this year, and they have a franchise player with LaMelo.
Yeah, they do.
We need him to stay healthy, obviously. He's had some injury problems, but speaking of LaMelo, have you seen his new shoe?
No, I haven't.
A lot of people are hating on it. I think it's fire. It looks like a Heat signature type shit, like COD gun. I think it's fire. A lot of people are hating on it. But
he's a Puma boy too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it might. I think people are hating on it because it's just so bright.
No, I fuck with it heavily.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I could see you're not gonna wear these on the street.
Yeah, no.
But in a game,
yeah,
you gotta be a flashy player. You gotta wear the flashy shoes.
Right,
yeah.
I think and
that's who LaMelo is.
Yeah, he really
as a
is.
player. He's a flashy player.
Yeah, he's been that way his whole career.
Literally his whole life
since high school.
Yeah, he's been an asshole who's flashy. Yeah.
So,
but that's why I love him too.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of the Ball brothers, Lonzo Ball,
he might be done forever.
He's out for this season. For sure.
He's out for the whole next season.
It's been announced. He's done this year. He's not going to play this year.
Also, reports of him just
not playing.
He might be done for his career.
Yeah, really sad to see.
Sucks because he had so much potential.
Yeah. Very hyped up player coming out of college and high school.
Out of high school. Yeah. I mean, his senior year of high school, he was by far the best player in the country.
Right.
And then in college, he played very well at UCLA too. And then he came in his rookie year. He kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah, it was
a very young Lakers team.
It was a team that had been in rebuild for 6 years.
Yeah, a rebuild for 6 years with a bunch of rookies that year. And but then he went to New Orleans and balled out New Orleans. He was a baller.
He's been great for Chicago.
And then he went to Chicago and was great for Chicago.
When he's been healthy, you could argue he's a top 6, top 7 point guard in the league.
Yeah,
guy's been very, very good.
But his injuries have been derailing.
I really hope that this isn't the end for him.
Yeah, I hope
it just sucks to see that he's not going to play at all this year.
Yeah.
So
put in so much work to fix that jump shot too.
Yeah, I know. That jump shot was fugly. Oh. Yeah, that shit was
and now he shoots like a normal man.
Yeah,
and he's a great 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he was a
good shooter with the
bad form.
Yeah. But it was just easier to block. It was it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't professional level.
No,
CP3,
Chris Paul.
Yeah, go to the Warriors.
Chris Paul.
Yeah,
I don't like this trade.
I don't know how to feel about it, honestly.
I don't like this trade.
Yeah.
You're trading Jordan Poole, who's 23, for a 37-year-old man.
Yeah.
And you gave draft picks up too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I agree. The thing about this trade for the Warriors, I think that this is first of all, they freed up a ton of cap space by getting rid of Jordan Poole. This shows me, first of all, their team Draymond. Within the building, their team Draymond. I think that maybe everybody in the building collectively thinks that Jordan Poole deserved to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
And maybe that he was a diva. And the media painted Draymond as the bad guy, which is very easy to do. Draymond's been an asshole his whole career.
He has been.
But it seems that maybe everybody within the organization was Team Draymond against Jordan Poole. And so they dumped a massive contract because I think he was on like a $127 million contract over 4 years or something.
He was on a max contract.
Yeah. Jordan Poole is going to be a very good player. You gave up a good player, not denying that. But you got rid of that contract. Chris Paul was on a massive contract, but for 1 year. And so I think that the Warriors are doing this as a way to free up cap space to maybe potentially go get another star or another very good player.
Yeah, but not next year, but in the future.
Yeah. So I think that down the road, this is going to look like a really good pick or a really good trade for the Warriors. But I'm not sure how it's going to work out this year. But it's so interesting. Like whether you like it or not, it's so weird to see CP3 as a Warrior.
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he's going to fit in.
They're going to have a mean small ball lineup.
They're going to have
obviously they can't do that every game.
Yeah.
But in games that they can.
Well, you start Chris Paul, Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah.
Crazy small ball.
Yeah.
And Andrew Wiggins. Yeah. Crazy small ball lineup. But against teams like the 76ers or the Nuggets or the Bucks, it's not going to work.
No, they definitely are going to have to go out and try to find a true center.
And that is also if they get Draymond back.
Yeah,
we don't know if Draymond's coming back.
Yeah,
so.
I would bank right now that he probably is.
Yeah.
But you don't know because Draymond on his podcast this week spoke about it.
He's shopping. He's shopping.
And I think it's the Blazers, Kings, and
Pistons.
Are teams that are either interested in him or he's interested in.
As a Pistons fan, I think that's the team's interested in him.
Okay.
As a Pistons fan, I don't want him.
Are you surprised by that? Are you surprised that there's more contenders that aren't?
No.
Really?
No, I'm not too surprised. I mean, it's a bunch of mid-level.
I mean, the Kings are somewhat contenders.
Kings are kind of contenders. Pistons and Blazers are like playoff contenders.
Yeah.
Like we might be pushing for playoffs.
Yeah.
I know Pistons probably want him because they want the veteran rotation guy who's got experience. And then I'm not surprised that a lot of bigger teams don't want him though, because I don't see him fitting into too many championship teams. Yeah, it's a fit thing.
It was almost like he was designed for Golden State for this era of basketball that Golden State's playing.
Yeah,
because anywhere else it's hard to see Draymond fitting in. especially right away.
Especially with his personality too.
Yeah.
It's his play style and his personality. You gotta try and fit both.
At Golden State, they've gotten to know each other for years and years.
Yeah.
And now he's going to have to go into a new locker room, and he has a big personality, kind of arrogant, kind of a dickhead. So yeah, it's gonna. I guess it isn't too surprising not to see a lot of contenders wanting him, but I kind of figured. I don't know necessarily who, but I kind of thought that a higher end team would be interested.
Yeah. I just don't. Yeah. I really don't see anywhere else other than Golden State he can go to get a ring and fit in. I just don't see it.
I think he remains with Golden State.
Yeah.
I think that he's probably going to shop, but I think he's going to play for Golden State next year.
Going back to the draft a little bit here, we talk about Dallas. You see what Ben Simmons said 6 months ago.
Okay,
I think you sent this to me, where it was talking about after the Kyrie trade, where he's talking about LeBron going to
Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons, not Ben Simmons. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Bill Simmons spoke about. I think it was 3 months ago. So he predicted that next season, or this coming up season, that the Nuggets would have Luka, Kyrie, Draymond Green, and LeBron James.
The Mavericks.
Yeah.
And it's kind of looking like a possibility.
Yeah, it really is. We know Kyrie is actively recruiting
LeBron, yeah.
It's so weird because sometimes it's like that's tampering. Sometimes the NBA is just like
sometimes the NBA is like I don't care.
I think if it's LeBron, they're gonna let whatever.
They're gonna let anything slide.
But it's definitely looking like a possibility, and I think Draymond would probably fit on that team pretty well.
Yeah,
I really do. I think that
especially if it's with three other stars.
Yeah.
I think he fits better with stars.
I think that it's going to be best for him to be the third or fourth best player on the team rather than be the second best player.
Exactly how he was at Golden State. But a high level 3 or 4.
Yeah. It would be so interesting to see LeBron move again, though.
It would be.
And go to Dallas.
And Dallas would be a weird place for him to end up.
What do you think that would do for his career? Does that damage his GOAT reputation? To go play with what's probably the best player in the league right now?
I think some people would be like, "Hey,
he's old heads for sure would hate.
Old heads for sure would hate.
I mean, I would. I don't know if
you would shit on him, but you shit on LeBron every chance you get.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So
I recognize LeBron's greatness. I just hate him.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, he's gonna be a 39-year-old.
Yeah.
When Vince Carter was 39, no one gave a shit who he went and played with because he was just trying to get a ring.
Right.
But it's different because it's LeBron.
Yeah, and he has rings.
And he's
done this before. He's moved around a lot, so it's gonna definitely rub people the wrong way. But
I
might would like LeBron more if he played for the Mavericks.
Yeah, I think it'd be honestly me. I'm not a personal loyalty.
Okay.
I do not care if you leave your team.
Yeah.
Unless you pay for my team, and I don't want you to leave.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun to see players jump around the league and play for different teams. So I think it'd be really fun to see LeBron end up in Dallas.
I hope it happens.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think it'd be so cool. I just want to see the scenario play out.
Yeah.
I want to see what would happen.
Yeah, I would actually like LeBron more if he went to Dallas because this would be, other than Cleveland, of course, this would be the only time that he didn't jump to a massive market.
Yeah.
And, Dallas is a fairly big market, but it's not LA or Miami.
No, it's not.
And it's not a team that, it's almost a team that's already built up. So he went to Miami and brought Chris Bosh with him, and they built around him, and then he went to LA and pretty much handpicked this team. This would be the first time that he's went to a team and
had any say in it.
There's already an existing core there.
Yeah.
But this would just be adding LeBron rather than adding LeBron and then LeBron adding whoever he wants.
Yeah.
So it would actually make me pull for LeBron a little bit more next year.
I think it would be a better chance for him to win a ring too than if he stayed in LA.
I think that if he goes to Dallas,
I think he has a better chance of winning in Dallas than he does in LA. Yeah.
Because
Luka and LeBron, that's so scary.
Yeah, and then you already have the chemistry there with LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah.
And if Kyrie can fully accept his role, who knows? I mean, we don't know what Kyrie's going to do. You never know. But
and LeBron's going to help on the defensive side a lot too. Just like as a leader on the court, he's going to see things. He's a very good defender himself.
You can say the same with Draymond.
Yeah,
because I mean,
for sure. Yeah.
So adding Draymond, I really would like to see this scenario play out. It'd be really interesting to see. I think that it would be a team, even if they weren't to win an NBA championship. I think that day one, this team has like unbelievable chemistry.
Yeah,
I think that they would. I don't think there would be any like growing pains. I think they would. I think they would be as good game one as they can be game 82.
I think the hardest part for them would be transitioning on offense.
Yeah,
where with Luka, you would have Luka and LeBron who are both ball handlers,
right?
And Kyrie, who's a third ball handler, and that'd be a little hard. Like the offense would have to figure itself out, but it would improve them so much defensively. I think it gives them Give them like 10, 12 games, they'd figure it out, though.
Yeah, I think they figured it out quickly.
Because, I mean, even if you look back on LeBron's past teams, when they made that Heat Big Three, they struggled offensively when they first started playing. Like, they didn't know how to play offense together. Right. It was really just like LeBron would ISO, and then D-Wade would ISO. Yeah. And Chris Bosh was just standing there.
Yeah, he was just there.
He's just not doing shit. Yeah. And so I could see like a lot of those same problems happening where they don't know how to run an offense correctly for a while. But then they got to learn to trust the coach. Yeah. They didn't trust Eric Spoelstra when he first started. Yeah. And that was part of the problem too. Yeah. And so maybe LeBron's matured and like figured out, oh shit, I got to listen to my coach here. You know,
you really have. It would be an offense with 4 ball handlers because I mean, for Golden State, a lot of times Draymond is the guy bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, he does it a lot too. Yeah. I think he wouldn't bring it up though for Dallas with Luka and LeBron.
Yeah. Kyrie, I think Kyrie would easily transition into being more of like a
two guard.
Yeah. I think that Kyrie can be a very effective player without the ball in his hand. I think he could play a lot more like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Where Steph Curry moves so much without the ball and then gets the ball off a pick or off a screen. Yeah. I think that he could transition into something like that rather than being a primary ball handler. But man, that'd be interesting to see. I'd really like to see that.
Yeah, it would be hard not to be like, damn, that Dallas team is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I love Luka.
Yeah, I love Luka.
Honestly, if you don't love Luka, there's something wrong with you.
I mean, you're a hater.
Yeah, you're a hater. Because Luka's sick as he's so cool.
Coolest
fucking guy. But also, speaking of Dallas, this is why I brought it up. 12th pick.
Yeah.
They picked Derek Lively.
Right, yeah.
And I think that's a huge, big steal for them. Mm-hmm. He's a great shot blocker.
Yeah.
He tightens up their paint a lot.
Yeah.
Makes their defense a lot more solid. I mean,
that's where they lack is defense.
It really is. He's a decent scorer. If he's under the rack, he's just going to put it down. Mm-hmm. But he's also a very good shot blocker and is very good at just on the defensive side of the ball, which is what they really need.
Yeah. What else?
Jalen Hood Shanino. I don't remember how to say it. He got drafted by the Lakers. Mm-hmm. But this is something that was we had just a bunch of
bizarre
kids who were born in 2004.
Yeah. Makes me feel old as shit.
I know. We were both born in 2000. Yeah. Which, that's 4 years. But we got kids that were freshmen in high school, our senior years of high school.
They were like
getting drafted in the NBA.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
It blows my mind. Every year this happens, but 2004 seems like, I don't know, man. That blows my mind to know that.
My little sister was born in 2006.
Yeah.
And I still see her as like a 12-year-old.
Right, yeah.
So
it's hard to not see them as
Yeah.
So it's bizarre. This guy Jalen Hood was 7 days old when LeBron was drafted. And then on top of that, you have several people that were drafted last Thursday that were born in 2004.
Yeah, just young kids. Yeah, Victor was born in 04.
04. LeBron was drafted in 03, so you have some people that were, I guess, not even alive whenever he was drafted.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
That is so bizarre that LeBron's been playing that long. And there's probably other players in the league, too, that have, I think he retired this year, but Haslam from Miami.
Yeah, he retired.
Sure if he was playing this year, there'd be kids that were playing right now that weren't alive when he got drafted.
Which actually, so weird to see. He's only like 3 years older than LeBron.
Oh, really? Yeah. He just seems old as shit.
Yeah. LeBron's just like a special human who can still dunk at 39.
And LeBron won't let his hair go either. So it helps him look young.
Yeah.
He should. I think LeBron should have let his hair go.
I feel like also he's got to be dyeing that beard.
Yeah.
There's no way it's just black.
Well, a few years ago, like maybe 2 summers ago, he posted a video where he's bald. I'm like, yes, just do that.
Yeah.
Just be bald. Be Kobe. Be Michael. Like, they both accepted it.
Be bald.
Yeah, just be bald, LeBron.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be less of a hater if LeBron just went bald. But it's that shitty-ass hairline. Pisses me off. Like, dude, just be bald.
Just be bald.
Yeah.
Just fucking accept it.
Yeah, no, I think it make him more likable.
Yeah. Speaking of, also on the draft, the Suns, no draft picks until 2031. Yeah. They had nothing last Thursday.
Yeah.
They don't have anything until 2031.
Yeah. Very win now.
Yeah. They got Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. Mm-hmm. And I still don't think it works.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the Suns?
I still don't think it works.
I think this is a really big fuck up.
Yeah, I think they've massively fucked up here.
Yeah, it's like this year they have to win this year.
Yeah, this whole offseason they've just made moves that I've disagreed with every single time.
Yeah.
Bringing in Bradley Beal, I did not agree with.
Yeah.
Getting rid of Monte Ellis, I did not agree with. Bringing in Steve Vogel, I did not agree with. And now they've got no picks until 2031. they're going to go back to being a dead franchise.
It's kind of like Celtics. Whenever they traded all their picks and shit to the Nets.
To the Nets, yeah.
And they had like maybe one pick a year.
Yeah, the Nets really fucked themselves over.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, it's very similar to that situation. I mean, if you're the Suns, man, you got to win. What's the time frame to win if you're the Suns?
Next 2 years.
Next 2 years.
This year or next year.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Do you think that Booker eventually is like, I'm out? He's too good to not be playing on a championship.
If they ever end up in like a rebuild situation again, Booker's gone.
So you give them 2 years.
Yeah.
To get it done.
Yeah.
Because you look at the West right now, Nuggets going nowhere.
No, not going anywhere.
The Warriors, I think they have one more run left in them.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Like, you have that continuity there with Steve Kerr. They have the Kings are on the come up.
Yes,
the
very
Kings
much
look
so.
like they're in a much better spot. Maybe not talent-wise, but the Kings, to me, are in a much better spot than the Suns right now.
Yeah.
You have the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Much better spot than the Suns right now. Maybe, again, from top to bottom, their roster may not be as talented. But I would say it probably
deeper.
is. Yeah,
they're deeper. They're much deeper.
So the Suns are.
That's the big problem with the Suns. They are not deep.
Yeah,
they are not deep
this year or next year.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out this year or next year, it was a complete bust.
Yeah.
And they're in rebuild mode for 6-7 years.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. And I don't see Booker sticking around for that.
Yeah, I don't either.
And
in 6 or 7 years, he's going to be in. He's probably already.
Yeah.
He's closing in on the halfway point of his career.
Yeah.
So in 6 or 7 years, he's going to be towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does not stick around for that.
No. And you still have LeBron in the West, too, in LA.
Yeah.
And an LA team that finished 7th last year in the regular season, but then made a great playoff run because they never should have been the 7th seed in the first place. They're a much better team.
Yeah, much like Miami.
Yeah, much better team than they were coming into the playoffs. And so I could definitely still see LeBron sticking around because they built that chemistry a little bit with that team they have now.
Yeah. I don't think LeBron leaves, but I would love to see him. I would love to see this scenario in Dallas come to fruition.
Just a fun scenario.
Yeah. But, man, the Suns, I really think they've fucked themselves here.
Yeah, I do too.
Might be good for a year or two, but after that, man, you're looking at it's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough for them.
Yeah.
I think they –
I don't think they got a good coach either.
Especially with, like – I feel like future draft classes, we're seeing a bunch of generational players.
Yeah.
Because players are training since they were 7
Brandon
years
Miller
old.
and Scoot Henderson are number 1 picks in any draft except for this year.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's because Wemby.
And that's because Wembanyama is a special one. But we're going to have a bunch of drafts like this where we're like, holy shit, these guys are fucking freaks.
Yeah.
And you don't have a pick until 2031.
Yeah. You're going to miss out on so many
You're missing
guys.
out on Carlos Boozer's son, Cameron Boozer.
Yeah.
He's a baller.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cameron Boozer, he's going to be a special talent, I'll tell you that. You're missing out on a lot of guys that are going to be coming into the league. That's still 7 years from now? 8 years from now? 8 years from now. 8 years.
Yeah. They don't have control of their picks. They could potentially have some picks.
We're going to be 30.
Yeah.
Before they're guaranteed a pick.
Yeah.
Like, all their picks are going to be based off if it's restricted or not.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, and I don't think they hired a good coach either. If they would have hired like a home run coach, I would be like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
But Frank Vogel, I'm just not sure about Frank Vogel.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can get it done. I don't know if he's a championship caliber coach. He's a decent coach, sure, but I don't know that he's a championship caliber.
I don't think he hears you. I don't think he's better than Monty.
No, I don't either.
And very confused by what the Suns front office is doing right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, another big thing. We should have talked about this last week, actually. Zion Williamson.
Yeah, we're a little bit late on this. So,
we're a little late. Yeah, I knew it happened.
Yeah.
And then we were filming, and I just forgot about it.
Right.
It just left my mind. And sometimes that happens. You don't think of it while you're
you start
filming.
drinking a few beers, and then you forget about shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It comes with the territory of this podcast. But Zion Williams, first of all, confirmed horniest man in the NBA.
Oh yeah, no, that man is a freak.
Yeah, he is a dog.
Yeah,
he's got that dog. Take him to the pound because he's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog.
So I guess he has one woman pregnant. Okay, in New Orleans.
Yeah,
and he's been sleeping with another woman. So I don't know if she's a porn star. I don't know what to do. I think she's a stripper.
I think she's stripper OnlyFans.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and so she's pretty much been publicly blackmailing this man and the Pelicans.
Not even him. I mean, kind of him because the videos of him.
Yeah,
but the Pelicans into trading him.
Yeah,
and she got blocked on Twitter for it.
Yeah, no. Fucking Adam Silver said she's got to go. We can't have that shit.
We can't be dealing with this.
If David Stern was the commissioner, she would be dead.
Yeah, she wouldn't be alive.
Yeah, no, she would have got assassinated from 3 area codes away.
Yeah,
he would have had like dude from American Sniper just fuck her up from like Arkansas.
Yeah.
So she's definitely been threatening this man. It's bizarre the things people think they can get away with because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
She literally has been blackmailing him.
Yeah, like it's 100% illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal. Yeah, it's not illegal.
But because you can type it and hit send, people are like, oh, I can do whatever.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna just like threaten this billion-dollar company.
Yeah, it's bizarre, but she's gone now, so it doesn't look like. So the deal was.
Oh yeah, we never even said.
So she pretty much says, trade Zion, or I'm going to release our sex tapes.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I've never seen anything like it.
It is the most public blackmail I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and but obviously she's been banned from Twitter now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with Zion, but it's just a really bizarre situation.
I'm going to say this real quick. I'm a Duke fan.
Yeah.
I love Zion in college. Right. I loved him in high. He's so entertaining. Yeah. That man is a cringe lord.
Is he?
Yeah. Some of his like texts and things he sends to girls have been leaked, and that man is so.
Yeah, I remember the one from Duke.
When he was to the girl. Yeah. That man has no game.
Yeah, no,
is just famous.
He's just very horny.
Very horny and very famous.
Yeah, if he wasn't a basketball player, I think that
he'd be sitting in his basement just jacking it off all day.
Yeah, just on OnlyFans, spending $200 a week on
exactly.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, he'd work like a part-time job and spend all this money on OnlyFans.
Probably work like part-time at Little Caesars and just beat his meat in his spare time.
Exactly. Yeah. He was blessed that he was an athletic freak because otherwise he'd just be the worst.
Yeah, it's just a really weird situation to see. I don't know. I think Dwight Howard had something similar a few years ago happen where he fucked someone.
Yeah,
he's
just into trans women.
Yeah,
and people were giving him shit about it.
Yeah, and he kind of got blackmailed by the lady, I believe.
Yeah,
and so but nothing this severe. I feel like.
Yeah, no,
this woman was very public.
Yeah,
and very demanding threats.
Everyone knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, it was crazy.
I feel bad for Zion.
Yeah.
It's gotta be so embarrassing.
But also, maybe it's like part of his plan to try and get out of New Orleans.
Yeah, maybe
I don't think he wants to be there.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I mean, even when he was drafted, he wanted to go to New York.
Yeah.
But New Orleans had the number one pick. And I think he still wants to go back to New York.
Do you think Zion can still be a top player in the league?
Oh, yeah.
Where do you put him
He
at
has
right
the
now?
potential right now.
He's still very young.
He's still very young. But I don't even know if you can rank him right now because he doesn't play.
He doesn't play a lot,
He doesn't play.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy and actually play basketball, though, when he's played, he's averaged over 20 a game for his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's come in and been dominant just like he was in college in the NBA. Like, he can be that guy, but he's just dealt with so many injuries.
Do you think it's like a Joel Embiid type situation? Because Joel Embiid, his first 3 years in the league, just did not play.
Yeah,
then finally, he was healthy.
Yeah,
and he got to play, and it was like set the world on fire. He was one of the best. He probably was the best center in the league until Jokic really took off.
Yeah.
So, do you think it could be a situation like that for Zion?
It could be. I don't.
Or do you think his development might be stunted so much at this point?
His problem is he's a much more physical player, much more explosive player than Embiid is. Like. In college, he was just throwing down crazy dunks.
Yeah.
Just crazy athletic plays for such a big man.
Right.
And Embiid's game is not athletic.
No.
It's very fundamental.
Yeah, it's very.
And so I think that's a big disadvantage for Zion. Mm-hmm. He's a very athletic guy.
This will be his fourth year in the league?
Yeah, fourth year.
It's kind of do or die right now, I think, for Zion.
Yeah, it really is. But I think he's not going to be a Pelican. I think he ends up somewhere.
Yeah.
But also, I think teams are scared to take a chance on him.
Yeah.
And so if he wants to leave, he can't. I don't think he gets a max contract anywhere. Mm-hmm. He's going to have to take a smaller contract and prove hey, I can still be that guy.
Right.
But I don't know. It's looking very bleak for him from my view.
Yeah. I don't even know a team that would. Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah. Weird.
Hopefully it works out
situation
because he's a crazy talent.
Because he really could have been one of the best ever.
Yeah, he really could.
Yeah.
He was so good at Duke. I mean, he was him coming out of college is very similar to LeBron coming out of high school. I can't remember a college player that was hyped up.
Yeah.
I mean, really, probably the three players with the most hype around them coming out of whether it was college or high school, I would say LeBron, Wemby, and Zion. Those guys. So, I mean, he was one of those players that had insane hype.
Everyone knew he was going one.
Yeah.
There was no other number two option.
Yeah.
It was always Zion.
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't see that most years. You saw it this year with Wemby.
Yeah. But like you said, I think we see that a lot more. in the coming years.
We
I think we have some genetic freaks.
Like I said,
here.
Cameron Boozer. Yeah. That man is.
Yeah.
That man is crazy. That man is crazy.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I feel like if he stays on the same track he is now, he'll be a clear one and starting day one and maybe all-star rookie year his rookie year.
I think a lot of these players, sometimes you see it's like they have an NBA legend dad and they turn out to be meh. But I think it's like whenever
if it's a meh NBA legend,
their son
is a fire player.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he was meh. Carlos Boozer was a good player.
Okay, yeah, Carlos Boozer was a good player, but in the grand scheme of all of the NBA, he was meh.
Yeah, you're right. So, it seems like whenever the dad was kind of like average, the son is a fire player.
Yeah.
So, I think
Del Curry.
Boozer, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Cameron Boozer is going to be a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got a twin brother, too, who's not
good.
He's still very good. Like Cameron Boozer's ranked 1 in his class.
Yeah.
His brother's ranked like 20.
Oh, okay.
So still very good. Yeah. Still a very good player.
Yeah.
But just not quite the same.
Yeah.
Which, if you're a twin brother and you're the worst athlete, that's got to just be the shittiest thing ever.
Yeah, it really does.
Like, I had brothers, but I was always the most athletic one.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to worry about it. I don't know what this shit's like. I was always the one who could, like...
Good at sports?
Good at sports. I mean, my older brother, also very good at sports, but he's more athletic in that he can just run forever.
Yeah.
So he could always run.
Yeah.
When we were younger, I could run faster and longer, but then I think he got upset about it and just ran more than I did.
Yeah.
And so he could run longer and faster because we're both athletic.
Right,
It's not just like one of us isn't. Yeah. Except for Colby.
No, Cameron, not an athletic bone.
But like, imagine being that kid that was
it's like Jesus Christ. You know, he had a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine being Jesus Christ's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old John.
Yeah. That's so. Yeah. It would suck. Oh, pretty big trade. John Collins.
Traded. Going Rudy Gay going to Atlanta. Yeah. John Collins going to Utah.
How do you feel about the trade? As Georgia boys, how do we feel about?
Well, so John Collins has just been a Hawks basketball player for like 8 years now.
Yeah.
So kind of sucks to see him go. But I mean, he really hasn't done much for us the last 2 years.
It seems like he peaked at like year 4 or 5 and really hasn't.
He peaked early. Yeah.
Hasn't really improved a whole lot.
Yeah, so it makes sense that we're moving on from him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Rudy Gay was the right option either.
Yeah. The thing I will say about Rudy Gay, low-key, a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a good scorer. I don't know how
we
much
don't need scorers.
Yeah, I don't know how much he improves the team.
We got DeJounte Murray and Trey.
Yeah.
And Trey Young.
I don't know how much he improves the team, but maybe John Collins was probably on a pretty fat contract too, though.
He was. So, he definitely was. Yeah.
So I mean, in the grand scheme of things, probably a good trade for Atlanta. Probably a good trade. I think this is a pretty even trade for both teams, really. In the grand scheme of things, worked out pretty well for both teams. I think John Collins is more of a type of player that Utah needed.
Yeah.
So, but we have so many other trades and just free agency that's happened. Derrick Rose is going to be a free agent.
He's honestly love Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
So much fun as a Bull.
Yeah.
I don't think he ends up on a team though.
What do you think happens?
If he ends up on a team, it's going to be as like a stash player.
Yeah.
Like we need you at practice kind of player.
Yeah.
And he's just gotten too old. Injuries.
Do you think he plays overseas or do you think he calls it?
I think he calls it.
I think he should call it.
I think he should call it.
Yeah. No, his career actually turned out so much better than what we initially thought when the injuries happened.
Yeah. Because I mean, before the injuries, everyone was like he could be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Because he was just that good. It was like his second year in the league where he won MVP.
I saw a list the other day. Somebody on like Instagram or something made a list of top 10 current NBA players if they were in their prime, and he had Derrick Rose on there at 6. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, because Derrick Rose in his prime, bro, was
crazy.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, but honestly, he's built a good career.
Yeah,
with all the problems he's had with injuries.
Yeah, he ended up being a very quality player in the NBA. So, yeah, I kind of hope he calls it. It'd be sad to see, but because there's so many what ifs there.
Yeah, just so many what ifs. So many like him as a Bull was just fun basketball.
Yeah, and then
you just always wanted to see him play.
And the Bulls ended up building a decent team around him. I mean, they had Jimmy Butler. I think Carlos Boozer was on that team.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so no, it was a lot of what ifs there.
There's Jimmy, Luol Deng.
Yeah, Luol Deng.
Carlos Boozer. Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah.
Yeah, Joakim Noah in his prime, too.
Yeah.
Joakim Noah was a dog in his prime.
Yeah. So, that was a good team there.
Yeah, sad to see, but shout out Derrick Rose, man.
Yeah, shout out Derrick Rose.
He's got raw.
Especially if he calls it a career here, which wouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah, no.
Shout out Derrick Rose.
All right, so yeah, we kind of finish up with NBA now, but there are a few other interesting things that have happened in the sports world over the past week or so.
Yeah, NBA is kind of dominating right now.
Yeah,
not much going on.
Yeah, we are in the dry season. We have more to talk about than I thought we would, but we still are in a dry season. But two very interesting things happen, just off the wall things.
Yeah,
that it just proves more and more that we're living in a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
God is not real. We're being controlled by something.
We're going to rip away the sky one day, and it's just going to be code.
Yeah, or you're just going to see somebody with a PlayStation controller. Yeah. Like, oh, fuck. So, the craziest thing, this is just so South Park. It seems like it's from a South Park episode. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg kind of started going back and forth on Twitter. Both guys have been training MMA for maybe about a year now.
Yeah, I think Zuckerberg actually, more than Elon.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg has actually won a tournament, MMA tournament.
Not it was like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu, yeah. Sorry. But, so they kind of start going back and forth on Twitter, and then Dana's in an interview, and he says they're dead serious about doing this fight, right? And doing it, which is kind of contradictory. He's like, oh, we don't do gimmick fights over here in the UFC. But if you can get Mark Zuckerberg
versus Elon,
you have to do that, right?
You have to.
But it's kind of looking like it may not happen now. I think Elon's
backing out.
Elon's mom.
Well, I think it's an excuse.
Oh, you think so?
I think Elon's going, oh, my mom doesn't want me to fight, being a little bitch baby that he is. They're both little bitch babies.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Fuck both
one's
of them.
a lizard, one's an alien.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but, dude, I would love to see that. If we could get, like,
if that fight happens, honestly, most PPVs of all time.
By far,
most PPVs of all time. Yeah. And just pure entertainment because it'd just be pure shithousery.
If the controllers of the simulation are listening right now, if y'all can just alter this fucking reality, if we can get Elon versus Zuck on a card with John Jones and Francis Ngannou.
Holy shit.
And then just
that'd be the funniest card of all time.
Bro, who would be the main event? Would it be Zuck versus Elon?
I feel like it's got to be Zuck versus Elon just because of the money aspect.
Yeah.
They both would be like, we have to be main card, and we're both fucking 100 billionaires.
But at the same time, it's like you would have possibly the highest level MMA fight of all time between John Jones.
And it's still not as hyped as Zuck versus Elon.
And then the next fight would be like two old-ass white dudes that are out of shape. What weight class are they going to fight at? Fucking 200 pounds?
Open weight class.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like they're not cutting.
Mark Zuckerberg's built like a fucking sack of potatoes. Or Elon is. Zuckerberg is built like a board. I don't even know where they would begin. I don't think either of those guys are built for a weight cut.
Oh, it'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine them cutting weight and getting to the same weight.
Yeah.
All I want a whole document. I want this fight to happen and just a whole documentary.
Yeah.
A whole documentary on both of their camps.
Yeah. Who wins this fight?
Zuckerberg.
You think Zuckerberg wins?
I think the lizard wins.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
that could be his name. Mark the Lizard Zuckerberg.
Oh, Mark the Lizard Zuckerberg. Yeah. That's kind of hard.
Bruce Bufford. Yeah, that'd be sweet. What would Elon be?
Elon's got to be
the cyborg.
Yeah, Elon the cyborg, Musk or something like that. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like Zuckerberg right now is definitely, from what I've seen, he actually has some legitimate.
He's got some legitimate grappling skills. I just if it's like an MMA UFC fight, maybe Elon just goes out there and just starts fucking wailing in the first 30 seconds and just throw him off.
Right.
That'd be hilarious. He's just like running at him like a little kid, just fucking swinging his arms.
It'd be the lowest technique we've ever seen in a fight.
Oh yeah.
Even with that being said about Zuck actually having some skills, he's never had to. I mean, he did have the jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah.
He's never been in a setting where he's locked inside a cage and it's like you versus the other guy.
So many.
The only thing keeping you alive is the referee.
Yeah.
And there's so many fans. Yeah. No, this would be bizarre to see.
No, I could see PFL doing it.
Oh yeah.
I could definitely see PFL doing it.
But now it's a matter of if Elon will do it or not.
Yeah.
And I don't know that Elon will do it. I don't think Zuckerberg will do it. I think Zuckerberg's kind of lucky.
Zuckerberg said, "Send me a location." Send the location. And so I think Zuckerberg would do it and fuck his shit up.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
But Elon, he can't take that risk.
Yeah.
He can't take it because I think Zuck probably beats his ass.
Elon, I mean, they both have a lot to lose. It's just like in humiliation-wise if they lose.
Yeah.
Because either one, if they lose, they're getting clowned.
Yeah, for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
The internet will not forget.
No, they will never forget for either one of them.
Yeah.
And so that, I mean, it just like adds on to it for them. Yeah. For them, it's a much more bigger deal.
Yeah.
Because like they're risking a lot, I feel like, by doing it. But also, they make so much money.
Yeah.
And I think they're greedy enough. Like, if there's enough money involved, they're doing it.
I mean, you're looking at, I don't know, I think Diaz versus McGregor 2 is maybe the highest selling fight ever.
Yeah,
at like 780,000 pay-per-views. You're probably looking at like 4 or 5 million pay-per-views.
Oh, you're way over a million.
Yeah,
way over.
I'm thinking several million.
Yeah,
pay-per-views.
several million.
Yeah, it would be. It would never be touched again.
No, everyone. That would be like a world stops. We're watching this fight.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
Of thing.
Yeah. You would remember you were at like 20 years from now. You'd be like, I remember where I was at when Elon and Zuckerberg fought.
Yeah,
it'd be that type of deal. No, it'd be so crazy to see.
It'd be so cool.
Yeah, I really hope it happens.
And also, kind of in the same vein, you can now gamble at Special Olympics.
I believe both those gentlemen have autism, so it is in the same vein.
Yeah. Well, Elon, he doesn't have autism. He has Asperger's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Zuckerberg,
is a type of autism.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's
definitely
freaks out.
There's something.
Yeah, he's on the spectrum.
Yeah,
both these gentlemen are on the spectrum. But yeah, so you can now bet on the Special Olympics. So where do you stand on this? You're a nicer guy than me. Me personally, I'm betting my ass off on the Special Olympics.
Why treat them different?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice. Yeah.
Why treat them different?
Yeah. It's just sports.
It's just sports.
Yeah.
We don't need to patronize them and coddle them.
Yeah.
They're people.
Yeah.
We can bet on them doing sports.
Yeah. So many people are hating this.
Yeah. I mean, they have deformities, so we give them a special tournament. Yeah. But it's not their fault. They were born with like a mental handicap or a physical handicap.
Right.
That's not their fault. They're still people. Let them do their sports. They get their own tournament. We can bet on it.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, no.
So you're betting on the Special Olympics is what you're saying?
If I get the chance to, if I have the money or
is it like a done deal? Like, is it for sure happening?
I think so. But I think it's only on a certain website and we got to be in a certain location. Yeah. I don't think we'll be able to do it here in Georgia. I think we'd have to take a road trip to do it.
Yeah. I'd probably take a road trip to to bet on
and
some Downies.
Honestly, I see no problem in it. Honestly, it just brings more attention to Special Olympics too, which I think is a good thing. I mean, Special Olympics. These people are still spectacular athletes.
Yeah,
they're
they
still.
Really are.
Yeah, it's crazy the things they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we see blind people running track at the Special Olympics. That's crazy.
Yeah,
they got like a lead runner in front of them. They got to keep pace.
And I know it's
pretty impressive stuff.
It's truthful, but the stereotype of people with Down syndrome being strong.
Oh yeah,
but some of these people have put in work to.
They put in work to be stronger.
Like they may have been like born stronger than the average man, but they've put in work to be like even more. Yeah, so definitely, we should be able to bet on it, and pretty cool that's going to be happening.
Yeah, it's almost bringing awareness. It's going to bring more eyes to it. I think
that the thing that people don't like about it is if your guy doesn't win, then you're going to be mad as fuck at this kid. You're gonna be like, you're gonna, fuck you. Yeah, we're yelling like, fuck you at some Special Olympics. Yeah. So people are gonna be really mad.
Some people will do that.
Yeah.
But don't do that.
Yeah, it's just,
don't do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Be respectful about it.
Yeah, it's just fun. It'd be fun to bet on.
Yeah.
I kind of see it as like I don't know, horse betting. Okay.
Fuck.
You don't really fucking know what's gonna happen. Okay. I mean, it's a fucking horse. Who knows?
I'm still taking US for most golds.
For most golds?
Yeah.
Oh, you think we got the best Downies here?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm backing our people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think we got the best
people with
on the spectrum.
Yeah,
or on the best athletes
in the Special Olympics. Yeah, we got the best representative. We got the best athletes.
So. Oh, real quickly though, this is off topic. This is more about NBA, but so the top 3 big men drafted, not Americans.
Oh yes, I forgot about this.
That was actually a very cool thing to see.
They're all European. We're seeing more growth from that side of the country, and not just like.
And basketball is the first sport to do this. Soccer is not big enough in America.
Yeah,
and football obviously is an American sport. It's very American.
It is very American. Yeah.
So, but no, very cool to see that.
It's kind of like baseball with like the Dominican Republic and those countries,
like
where
countries
Europe's becoming like that for the U.S. for NBA.
Yeah, it was very very cool to see.
Yeah,
the top 3 big men picked were
all European, but also it's got to think. Are we training our American big men?
I think we're putting them in a deficit. Yeah.
Yeah, because the 3 best college basketball American big men were not picked in the draft because they don't fit the style of NBA.
They're very
anymore.
traditional.
They're very traditional players.
I think that college basketball may be negatively affecting some of these players.
I think only the big men though.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it so much with guard play, but in Europe, at every level, they play like we play in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's very spread the ball out, stretch big, stuff like that. You don't have that in college basketball in America. You have a few here and there, but, I mean, for the most part, look at the guys in the league right now, Jokic and Embiid, Kristaps, all these guys that are like what did you call it, unicorn?
Yeah,
they're
unicorns.
All
I mean, Kristaps was like the original unicorn. Yeah.
But I mean, all these guys are from Europe or somewhere else overseas. You don't have any Americans that are out here doing this, or Giannis, or any of these type of guys. They're all from Europe.
Europe is just dominating the big men.
Yeah,
like
they really are.
You look in the league, and all the best big men in the league are from Europe.
I know there definitely are some, but I can't think of one American that's went into the league.
Bam.
But he's not pulling.
He's not like a superstar either.
Yeah, and he's not hitting threes.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no American big man that has come out and is like a stretch big.
The closest is Zion.
Maybe Cat. I think. Cat.
Cat. Yeah,
Cat's
he's
Dominican though. Yeah, right.
I mean, AD.
Yeah, kind of.
Anthony Davis.
But I think Cat is actually Dominican Republic. Yeah.
I can't remember. No, Cat played for US.
Okay.
Cat played for the USA.
But I think maybe like his dad is Dominican.
Yeah, maybe.
But still, he played in the USA. So counts.
Yeah. We haven't produced a ton of stretch big men yet.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you look at college basketball, there's not a lot of stretch big men.
Yeah.
All the best big men were like Zach Edey, who I don't even think he didn't even go drafted.
Yeah.
And he was the National Player of the Year last year.
Right. Yeah.
Like he's just.
You have the guy from Gonzaga who's been like a great. For 4 years now.
Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy.
Oh wait, Chet Holmgren is a stretch big.
Yeah.
He didn't play last year.
Yeah, sure.
He was a rookie last. Well, he'll be a rookie this year too.
Yeah.
He could still win Rookie of the Year because he didn't play at all last year. But he's a stretch big who could. I think I'm very high on Chet Holmgren if he's healthy.
Yeah. Dude, that OKC team. We've talked about it a few times. OKC is looking good.
They're scary.
Didn't talk about them earlier when we were talking about potential teams in the West.
They don't even need any free agency.
Need anything.
They don't need anything.
They just got to get older now.
They just get a couple draft picks and mature and play together.
Yeah, no. OKC
they might be the one team where they stick together for 10 years and they're like, holy shit.
Yeah. And I think if you're OKC's front office, you're looking like, okay, we fucked this up one time with KD, Westbrook, and
Harden.
Yeah. Let's let this play out. Like, let's do everything we can to keep these guys together.
Yeah.
OKC could be a really scary team in 2 or 3 years.
I mean, Shea is an incredible basketball player.
Yeah.
Josh Giddey is just fundamental as hell. Mm-hmm. Just one of the technically best basketball players in the world. And then you still got players like Chet Holmgren, who we haven't even seen play yet for them.
Right, yeah. I think he's going to.
I think he's going to be good. Yeah. And they still got Lou Dort there. He's very young.
Mm-hmm.
And they got who's their other guy? Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Chet, Shea. I can't even remember right now. Shea's a baller, man.
The shit. Yeah.
He averaged 31.1 last year. It's like his 4th year in the league. Averaged over 30.
He averaged that many?
Yeah.
Dude, that is bizarre.
Averaged over 30.
That's like what Steph averaged in his unanimous MVP season.
Yeah, but he wasn't even scoring leader this year.
Yeah.
He wasn't even points leader.
Yeah, that's true.
He also had a couple of injuries, too. Another, speaking of young players, kind of moving to baseball here, but you heard of Elly De La Cruz?
Yeah.
2 weeks now. He's been in the MLB for 2 weeks, and he's already hit for the cycle. He's been in the league for 2 weeks.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's like 22, 23.
Okay. So he's a product.
So he's been a prospect for a couple of years now. Yeah. He's from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
He got signed. He was like playing for a team in the Dominican, but he was the backup shortstop. Mm-hmm. And they asked him to come to a workout where a scout was going to be there. And they were actually scouting the guy in front of him. They wanted to be there to have someone there doing reps to make the other guy look better.
Yeah.
But then they liked Elly better.
Right.
And they signed De La Cruz instead of the other guy.
Yeah.
And now he's tearing it up.
Yeah.
The Reds went, since he was in the league, they went on a 12-game win streak. Mm-hmm. And he hit for the cycle, and he looks like one of the best players in the league, and he's been here for a very short time.
Yeah.
It's very exciting for baseball.
Yeah.
How many young talents there are. It's crazy.
Yeah, baseball is getting a lot more I think
baseball's getting more athletic.
Yeah, it's getting more athletic. And
baseball's getting more athletic. Yeah.
Because for years, baseball has been, even now, baseball is by far I'm not saying that they have the worst athletes, but you don't have to be athletic.
You don't have to be, no.
Yeah, but now we're seeing great athletes be playing baseball. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to make baseball funner to watch, or more fun to watch.
Yeah.
So
it's an exciting time for baseball.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, we're just an exciting time for sports. We just have so many athletes.
Yeah, we have so many genetic freaks across the world.
Honestly, baseball, I'm loving baseball right now.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Not even just watching games, but maybe just watching highlights and keeping track of it. I've just loved keeping track of baseball.
Yeah, I'm going to download some MLB, get up to date on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Braves right now are looking.
They are balling.
Scary.
Yeah.
We're like 42-23 or something like that. We're on a very good
third
record.
or fourth best record in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Braves,
you told me,
Braves don't lose. Mets fans have been saying it all year. Braves don't lose.
Braves don't lose.
The Braves don't lose.
What do you mean?
Anytime you want the Braves to lose, they don't lose.
Oh, okay.
That's how good we are. We're just pissing other fans off.
Oh, okay, sweet.
They all like the Mets just say the Braves don't lose.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing they say.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
You were telling me off air how like half the NL All Stars
have a
could
chance.
Literally be
Braves players. Yeah, because I mean Matt Olson's hit NL leading 26 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Acuna's batting over 300 right now with like 15 or 20 home runs.
Also,
Austin Riley's been hitting very good. Arcia's been playing very well, and our catcher, what the fuck is his name?
I know the Braves have been doing really well because Ron has only been texting me like one time a day.
Yeah.
Last year, Ron was texting me every day, like paragraphs about how much he hated the Braves, and right now he's pretty chill.
Second best record in baseball.
Wow. Yeah.
But that's also because we've played 3 less games than the Rays.
Okay.
So the Rays are 54-27.
Mm-hmm.
We're 51-27.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have 3 less wins with 3 less games.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, in our last 10, we're 9-1.
Yeah. That's
like
insane.
we're
yeah.
And their only loss was the game Elly De La Cruz hit the cycle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he did it against the Braves, and they won 11-10.
Yeah.
Which was a phenomenal game.
Right.
But yeah, the Braves are hot right
Braves,
now.
yeah, they really have a chance to do it again this
year. They really have one of the best, just a great chance of winning it all this year. I think.
Do you think they're the favorites right now?
The Rays are the top of the AL, but I don't even think they're the top out of the American League. I think the best out of the American League is Yankees or.
The Yankees seem like they're always so good.
Yeah, the Rays. It's just kind of surprising because no one thought the Rays were going to be one in the AL at this point.
Yeah.
Like no one was expecting this. So, but they've been playing very good baseball. So, also another thing, we saw one of the highest scoring baseball games.
Oh yeah,
highest scoring baseball this year.
Yeah,
for sure. Mm-hmm. But it ended up being 28.
28
Fuck
to 4.
me, God, 28-1.
Yeah, 28-1.
28-1.
Okay.
They hit they hit the one home run to cut the lead to 27.
Yeah.
It's like the Chris
memes.
Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul hits the 3 to cut the lead to 47.
Also, shout out LSU baseball real quick.
Oh yeah, they won a ring too, didn't they?
And they did it in dominant fashion.
Bro, LSU might be running college sports right now.
They really might, yeah. Because just a few years ago, they had possibly the greatest team in college football history. They had a great team this year in college baseball.
Well, they won the SEC West last year too.
Yeah. They just won the title, I think, yesterday or the day before.
They won women's basketball.
Yeah. They're really running shit right now.
They're running shit right now. Yeah. And the only thing they haven't won is basketball. Or they won women's basketball. They haven't won men's basketball.
They won men's basketball.
Yeah.
But outside of that, they're running shit.
They're running the shit
right now.
And
they beat the shit out of Florida to win the championship. I think it was 18-4.
Oh, shit. You know what's crazy? I just saw some crazy shit about the Florida baseball team. Okay. The Florida baseball coach hooked up with this lady who was married and had kids. The husband of the wife found out, killed himself and his 2 kids.
Oh my God.
And now the woman and the Florida baseball coach are married.
That's bizarre.
So this Florida baseball coach hooked up with this woman, got a new wife, and killed 3 people on accident. That is a crazy situation.
If he would have won the championship, bro,
he would have been cheating that life.
Yeah, he really would. He got cheat codes on.
Yeah,
dude, that's kind of bizarre from the woman there.
I just don't understand. There's got to be some fishy shit going on there. Though.
I mean, like your husband's one thing, but your kids.
Yeah, your kids.
Yeah,
and now you marry the man who ruined it all.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's not kind of weird. It's very.
That's
weird.
very weird. Yeah.
Very strange.
It's very strange.
Dude must have a
huge cock.
Must be slinging.
Just fucking huge. Yeah, he's got to be massive.
Yeah, he's got to be amazing in bed. So
yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of is she's
just an absolute animal.
Yeah, maybe she's dick crazy and she just doesn't care. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I heard about that and I was like, that is the crazy. It's real too. It's not even like fake. Like this is real.
Yeah,
this actually happened.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be a documentary about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's gonna be a documentary about the submarine.
Oh, there already is one.
Yeah,
there already is one out. Actually, I saw there was a YouTuber who was on the ship and supposed to go on the trip, but his dive got canceled, and he has a whole YouTube video out about it. You should watch it.
Yeah, thank God for that guy.
It's very interesting.
Yeah,
it's very creepy too.
Yeah.
It's very like ominous video.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, check it out.
Those dudes are probably chilling on the island right now.
Yeah, I don't think they're dead.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think they faked it.
Yeah, they didn't even do a test run on the submarine.
They have to. You see it in the YouTube video. They go about 2 feet under the water.
Oh, okay.
And then they didn't go any farther.
Yeah, that makes me think that they were never on the thing.
Yeah.
Because they were all billionaires.
Yeah.
Probably had like money on their head, some shit. Yeah. And
at least million. They were all at least millionaires.
No, I think they were all billionaires.
I think the people who died were all billionaires.
The Saudi guy was a billionaire.
Yeah.
And the Saudi guy, I feel like he definitely had some shit going on.
Yeah.
And he needed to be gone.
If it's real, though, I feel real bad for the 19-year-old.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't even want to go.
Yeah.
Like, he only went to please his dad.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the shittiest way to die.
Yeah.
That's got to be so shitty. You died just to please your parents.
I saw a video. It was like a train cart, and they were showing what it would look like being crushed at like 1 atmospheric pressure.
Oh, yeah.
It fucking folds it up like a soda can, right? They were at like 375 atmospheric pressure. So if they did die, I mean, it was...
I saw, Hank Green. He was the video, like the science guy. You'd watch videos of him on YouTube. Yeah. He tweeted the other day that when it happened, they didn't go from being like alive to dead and still being like matter. Mm-hmm. They went from being alive to being like physics. Like they're like just dissolved and gone.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's how like intense it was.
Yeah. It's so quick.
Yeah, and so quick.
Yeah, so at least if everything that they're saying happened, I mean, they don't even know. Yeah. They never would have known.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had no chance to know something was going on. They would have fucking, like, imploded immediately.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's honestly for them, though, better situation, though, than dying of... Suffocating? Yeah, suffocating is the worst option by far.
I'm pretty sure they've ruled that out. Like, they had to be crushed.
Yeah.
Like, they imploded.
Yeah, because suffocating would be horrendous.
Yeah, no, I would hate that.
Like, you would know for days that you're going to die, and you're stuck.
Yeah.
Like, you're bolted in, and you're going to die, and you can't breathe.
Yeah.
And you're just going to suffocate slowly to death. Yeah. Much rather implosion.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even know it happened. It's like one second, they went from being alive to just not existing ever.
Yeah. But on the flip side of this, we're getting some great memes.
We are.
Yeah, I saw one. It's like a dude just like diving in the water. It was the Rock from like the Baywatch movie.
Oh,
it was like there's big booty Latinas, all that shit, and he's like just like fucking dives in the water.
So imagine, real quick, like Russia, Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
They take over. They don't become like the weird dictator country they've been for the last 40 years.
Yeah,
and they become more like America.
Okay.
Do you think they compete with American sports?
Ooh,
it's a much bigger country with more people.
Yeah, much bigger country. I don't know.
But also Arctic.
I don't know if they're into the same sports.
Yeah,
they're very into MMA.
They're very into wrestling and MMA. They're very much into physical combat sports.
They like soccer, yeah.
But also, they're decent. They have a pretty good soccer team. They have a pretty good soccer team.
Yeah.
But also imagine that if like Russians got into football.
Yeah, no, then you have a problem.
Then we got a real problem. It's going to be Russia's going to be better at football than America.
Yeah.
You're just going to end up with some bunch of stacked people.
Right, yeah.
Just fucking monsters.
Yeah, we could see the first good all-white football team.
Yeah. Inter Miami.
Okay, yeah.
Messi's coming. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. But now he's just recruiting all his friends.
He's bringing all the boys.
He's just bringing all his boys along with him. Sergio Busquets is coming.
Yeah.
Jordi Alba's coming. He's coming from Barcelona. Luis Suarez is coming. He's just bringing all his boys with him. And this was like all speculation a couple weeks ago, but like now it's happening.
Right, yeah.
It's happening.
You have to love this.
Yeah. And literally it's just like the team I grew up watching Barcelona play as like a child and I loved are all coming to Miami and playing together.
They're a state below us.
Yeah. And I can go watch them play.
Yeah, you have to be loving this.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm not even an Inter Miami fan. I'm not going to just like jump in become an Inter Miami fan either. I'm just still going to be a Messi fanboy.
Yeah.
But I might become an Inter Miami fan.
Yeah, I kind of think you would. Yeah.
Just because it's just going to be my childhood in America.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
This is huge for American soccer, too.
It is, yeah. Just like the publicity of just such a big name. And like everyone's going to know Messi's in America.
Yeah, and I like you. We talked about it maybe last week or the week before. I don't know if soccer can ever become huge in America.
It is, though. Like I mentioned this last week, America is running North American soccer right now. And we have our best national team possibly ever as for the men's side. Women's, we've always been very good. Yeah. Like we have multiple World Cups as women. But the men's side, we haven't been that good. And this is our best chance of like having like an actual World Cup level, maybe not winning, but like actually competing, and not being like, oh shit, you're just playing the U.S. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, very exciting for U.S. soccer.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna download FIFA tonight. I'm gonna become a soccer guy.
Well, let me tell you, the hours I've put in FIFA.
Yeah.
Would just. I am a big soccer guy. It makes it tough. Like my best subject is soccer, and you don't know shit. You don't know shit about soccer, so we don't talk about it at a time. Basketball and football for sure.
Yeah, and MMA.
And MMA, yeah. Which no MMA fights lately.
Nothing
huge. Nothing huge.
There's one big fight announcement. Henry Cejudo and Marlon Vera are gonna fight.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. Yeah.
So that's a pretty big fight. It's pretty cool to see because Henry Cejudo had initially said that he was going to fight for the belt against Aljamain, win that belt, and then go up and fight Alexander Volkanovski. Yeah. And after the Aljamain fight, he really looked like defeated. Yeah. Looked like he may just
retire. Yeah.
But he's going to keep fighting, and he's going to keep fighting at featherweight. So going to fight Marlon Vera. So that'd be
also respect to Aljamain. Yeah. I don't know if you like him or not.
I don't like him. No.
You don't like him, but honestly, respect to him. Mm-hmm. He's defended that title 3 times now.
Yeah.
And every single time, people have made excuses for him winning that title, and that's got to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, it does.
Every time he's defended that title. Yeah, okay.
Whenever he took the knee to the head, yeah. Fuck that. He was
against Peter Yan. Yeah.
But then he defended it against Peter Yan. So
yeah, and then he defeated it, and then he beat Cejudo.
Yeah. And
every time he's defended that title, people have made excuses for why he shouldn't have won that title. But that's got to be tough to deal with, and then still win. So so respect. I gotta respect that.
I'm hoping though that come August, his body hits the canvas as Sugar Sean just.
Yeah. Can't wait. I want Sugar Sean to knock the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Hell
wait.
yeah.
Yeah, we should live stream that fight.
Oh yeah, I'm watching that fight for sure.
Definitely, So stay tuned for that. I think it's August 29th or August 13th, something like that.
It's coming up in like a month.
Yeah.
It's not too far away.
A month. Yeah, not too far away.
A month and a half.
I think we'll definitely probably be streaming that,
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much it today, guys. But
shorter episode.
Yeah, shorter episode. But we are caught up now. We're gonna have episodes coming out weekly. This episode will be out
for sure weekly from now on.
Yeah,
episode will be out by like the 28th, 29th.
Yeah. So, we'll be out in the next 48 hours. So watch our last 2 episodes too. They're not really relevant anymore, but they're very funny. Yeah. So go check those out. Hopefully we'll be on Spotify soon.
We got to figure that out.
Yeah, and so if if YouTube's hard for you, if you just don't want to. If you want to watch instead of or listen instead of watch, we will be on Spotify soon. But check us out. Check us out on TikTok, 2BeersIn. Instagram, go follow us on there.
2BeersIn Pod.
2BeersIn Pod. Yeah. We'll leave links. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Peace.